You guys are at the end of the road trip here. What's just kind of the mentality, kind of in terms of sprinting through the finish line of this game here?
Yeah, just finish out the same way we started. We want to play our way, run the basketball, and go out there and play basketball. We know we're going home tonight, so we want to try to finish the trip good.
It feels like whether it's you, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, like the contributions have been really balanced for you guys, whether it's guys off the second unit or all five starters. Just what is it about this group that makes that so valuable?
A lot of unselfish guys, and whatever it takes, we have a lot of guys that are willing to go in the game and do whatever it takes to get the win, and that's what's been happening.
Well, you guys had Caruso for 20 games already, so you've seen what that looks like, what that turns the defense into. Obviously, down a guy or two, you guys are still great on that end, but now that he's back, like, what have you guys been missing on that end without him, if anything?
Yeah, allowed all defensive guy, of course. Everybody knows who AC is in the league and what he can do for a team. Out there on the court, just him being in a jersey, you can hear him talking at all times. Even when he's not in a jersey, you can hear him talking on the bench. So having AC back will be really good for us.
I guess, I mean, you talk about him being vocal, like, off the court, Mark likes to say, generally, it feels like he's been around 3 years now. Like, how well do you think he's integrated himself, and I guess what has his presence been like around the team?
It's been great. It's been great since before training camp. We were playing pickup. Me and AC were the two that were barking at each other a lot. And since then, I've known he's kind of just been a loud guy. We've kind of had this competition to see who can be the loudest on the team, and that's kind of our relationship, is just trying to outdo each other with those type of things. But it's great having him on the team. He adds a lot to a team. Adds an older guy with a lot of experience, and he knows what he's doing out there.
You've been finding cutters a lot lately. Anything that you worked on in the summer, or is that just a continuation of your overall development?
Just continuation. I love passing, and the guys are cutting, they're getting open, and I'm seeing them, so it's just working out that way.
Thanks. I do wonder, like, obviously after last year, that was this team's first, experience with the playoffs. I guess I imagine this next time around you want to be as prepared as possible, and maybe last year was enough, maybe not. Just what has Alex added in that sense in terms of maybe getting you guys prepared for when that time comes around?
I have no idea what he's going to say when playoffs come around because we haven't got to it yet, but having a guy that's been there and done it before, I'm sure is always going to help. And AC, he's played in big games. He's played in the finals. He's played in the conference finals, whatever it is. So him having that little bit of extra experience to help us out is always going to be great.
Thunder closing out this East Coast road swing here in Philadelphia, taking on the 76ers. I've got Jaylin Williams here alongside me, J-Dub, and you guys have played some really complete games here lately. Last two were really 48-minute efforts that you ran through the finish line on. What does that feel like as a team, as you're walking off the court and you feel like we did everything we could in this game to dominate?
Yeah, it's just our constant strive to get better. So anytime you can walk away winning and getting better, I think that's good. It's hard to do that when you're winning by big margins. I think we've done a good job of keeping that in the forefront of our mind, and we've been playing the right way.
Yeah, are there any catalysts to being able to maintain that concentration? I imagine when it's the first 2 or 3 minutes of a fourth quarter when you're up by 30, it would be easy for there to be some slippage. But are there things that are happening on the bench or in huddles that are keeping you guys locked in and engaged?
From my perspective, I was on the bench, so just trying to have energy and keep the other guys engaged, and then. You got to give credit to the guys that are in there that are playing the right way, and you have guys like Wiggs and Jay Will that play big minutes. Kaysen was in there, so for them to go out there and still play the right way and not try and hunt their numbers was big, and that's why they were successful.
Yeah, having big leads has helped with this, but over the last few games, you're averaging about 41 bench points a game, and I know that you're a huge catalyst in actually distributing the ball to some of these guys that are coming off the bench, those early second quarter, early fourth quarter minutes. What's your mindset when you have guys who are coming in who maybe don't get as many touches or coming in cold off the bench?
Try and get them warm. You have guys like Isaiah Joe, Wiggs, Queso, like I said before, guys that can shoot it, guys that can score and do a lot of other things, and the fact that they're willing to do other things on the court makes it easy for me to want to get them involved in the game, and they're going to be big key kind of guys for us going forward, especially the playoffs. We're going to need them, so anytime we get them reps and shots, and anytime they're open, I trust them to make the right play and make shots.
In that Washington game, you had a shocking 8 free throw attempts. Somehow that is the season high. But you've just been so relentless getting to the rim, and the power that you're playing with down there seems to just be at an even another level. Tell me about that aspect of your game right now.
Yeah, just trying to stick with it and keep going. Yeah, I feel like I could have shot more than 8, but we'll take 8. But yeah, just trying to get there and then also make them when I get there. It's just one of those things. Like, it's nice to kind of get like some type of positive feedback as far as getting the foul calls, but I've kind of stopped worrying about getting the foul calls and more just trying to finish them. And wherever, if they call it, they don't. If they do, so be it. But yeah, it's just about constantly going.
Yeah, talking to you the other night, your mindset just being totally on winning was really impressive. And as we think about that and this Philly team that you've got to deal with Tyrese Maxey and obviously Paul George and these guys that they've got, tell me about the approach tonight.
Yeah, another 0-0. Obviously, it's the end of a road trip, so we want to end it on a good note. High volatile scores. I think they just came off a close loss, so they're going to be hungry. So just understanding their personnel, what we have to do to get accomplished to win a game.
And they're a team that traps out high. They play aggressively on the perimeter, can turn teams over. You guys have faced so many different defenses. What's your feeling about the way that you guys can attack that?
I think the way you fight pressure is with pressure, so just trying to constantly put pressure on the rim, be strong with the ball, and try and take care of it. And then obviously defensively just kind of do what we've been doing.
Should be a good one tonight. Another opportunity for you guys to go run through the finish line as a team. Good luck out there.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's J-Dub. I'm Nick Gallo, and this is Thunder Basketball.